has just begun. The choices he has made, his bed is already laid, 'cause he's a dead man walking.
All right, they're still standing there at the end. They haven't really moved.
All right.
It would kind of at this point it would just be you just walking down down the hall at them.
Conrad's gonna follow him into the bathroom.
All right. So
Yeah,
you and a
because I need
child
help.
go to the bathroom.
I'm at that age.
Are you okay, Max? Is everything all right?
Is there a window in this bathroom?
Yeah, there is a window.
Can we
Is it
sneak out of
openable?
there?
Yeah, you can pop it open and climb out the window. So
Victory.
you do that. You guys gather together and kind of look around. You pop out the window and climb out, and you're in the compound. What would you like to do?
All right. We're like still inside the compound?
Yeah, you're still in the compound. So there's the large building you went into, a large one that kind of looks like a carpool garage, and another building that looks just another house.
We need to find a weapon.
Assumedly, they'd have an armory. They've got guards.
Yeah, you can see there's a number of guards kind of walking around the perimeter. You see one or two at the entrances of some of the other buildings, or at each of the other buildings, you see two guards kind of stationed outside. There's every once in a while a truck drives by, but there's not a lot of like common foot traffic.
There are a lot of random people walking around, or is it just like guards in positions?
Oh, no, it's actually at this point it's kind of midday, so there would be some people around. For some reason I thought we were at night, but you're kind of in midday, so there are some like people out and like people doing what looks like kind of like parade drills, and some people like running around doing obstacle courses, or you can actually hear the pops of rifles in the distance where maybe they're doing some training. So there would actually be people about.
Maybe the armory has a bathroom. I mean, do they expect you to go find another bathroom if you're already at the armory?
Is that what you guys want to do? Just going around asking for the armory bathroom?
Well, no. I mean, we've snuck out. We're not going to go talking to people, I assume. Or are we like so out in the open that everyone just sees us?
People might see you, but in this case, it'd be you like trying to avoid specific people watching you, if that makes any sense. So like you might just be able to just like kind of dart through people and avoid certain people. Like you can avoid certain people's gaining their attention. Well, like if you kind of dart around any of these spots, you're most likely going to get noticed by someone, but that person might not have the ability to like react to your presence. Like there might be a guy running the obstacle course, and he like jumps over a log, and he's like, "Oh, those two guys running," and then he keeps running.
Would it be too much of a stretch to say that I still have my lunchbox?
No, it wouldn't be too much of a stretch. They let you in with some of your equipment.
Okay, I'm going to continue this train of thought. Yeah, would it be too much of a stretch to say I have some ketchup packets in my lunchbox?
I can't trust either of you two alone.
Now, are you willing to commit to this character choice that Max likes ketchup?
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Of course, the reason why you have ketchup packets is Jimmy packs them because he loves ketchup, and you hate it. So you just got this stocked up pile of ketchup packets in your lunchbox.
Yeah, clearly
No.
Max is a mustard guy.
Or mustard.
No, I think that Jimmy doesn't go near my lunchbox.
All right, so you got a bunch of ketchup packets.
We're gonna rub ketchup on our face.
No, my thought is that I smear ketchup all over my shirt and run out there and say that I've been shot.
I'm
While
shot.
you
I need
use
to
this
find
as
the
a
armory bathroom.
no, and you use this as a distraction to get to the armory while everyone's worried about
Damn
the
it,
kid who's
Max.
been shot.
Take me to the armory bathroom. I've been shot.
All right. Conrad's gonna just skirt around. Is there any building in distance that I can see?
Sorry, what are you trying to do?
Trying to find the armory.
There's a smaller building that looks like a smaller house. There's another building that looks like some sort of like garage. There's tons of cars parked around it, and some are even pulled up into it. And then there's the rest of this main building you're at.
All right. So Conrad's watching what's going on. He's trying to decide if he should rush to Max and get out of this, or if he should go run up to that garage and hide behind a car. All right, Conrad's gonna run up to the garage area and try to hide behind a car and scout it out.
All right. What are you trying to scout out particularly?
Trying to figure out what's inside.
All right. So you make a mobility check to scamper across without anyone noticing you. Oh yeah, you're great. So you scamper across, and maybe some people notice you, but you manage to kind of blend in for those moments, and you make it to the garage. You can see some people are working on vehicles. You can hear the sound of auto work. What would you like to do?
So it's really just cars. All right. Can I go check out the other building?
You could try to run over there. Max, what are you doing at this time? You see Conrad's moving around, moving from building to building.
Oh, I've been getting people's attention with the whole ketchup packet game.
Oh, you're doing that? So yeah. You've squirted a bunch of ketchup on yourself, and you run out there yelling you've been shot. Roll a roll a manipulation check.
Now this is the stuff I'm bad at.
We're doing the wrong task.
Yeah. If I had a dump stat, it was empathy and manipulation. But you can't fail Max. That's what they call me. Can't fail Max.
So you run out there screaming that you've been shot, and the entire area reacts. Several people rush over to you. Everyone stops what they're doing. Weapons are up. They're all looking around. Shooter! Shooter! And several of them rush over to you and kind of grab you and start dragging you towards that smaller building. What happened? What happened?
I heard this loud noise, and then this liquid just all over me. Hey,
One guy's like, "Oh God, I've never seen this much blood before," and the other guy's like, "We'll take him to the medic. We'll take him to the medic. Come on!" And everyone else, you hear after a while, everyone's running all over the place. Alert position! Alert! Alert! And all of a sudden, you hear one of the sirens. And everyone's suiting up. They're grabbing weapons. What are you doing, Conrad?
Back of my head, by the way. I just want to say that I'm realizing this was the bad call. They're on high alert now. I'm going to explain I've got ketchup all over myself.
Oh, you think it's a bad idea now?
This was a bad
Conrad's
idea.
gonna go back to the bathroom window.
All right, make a mobility check to see if you can do it before anyone spots that you're. So you're you see this is happening, you freeze for a second as all the sirens go up, and you run towards the back of the building, and you get caught up in a group of guys running. And you're like, "What are you doing? Come this way. The barracks entrance is over here. Don't get caught out of position, man."
Conrad's like, "Aye, sir." And he's like, I'm pretty scared, and he just runs along with them.
All right. At this point, Jimmy, you hear you're like flying, you're like in your dream, and you're like flying through these beautiful clouds, and you hear like this alarm, and you're like, oh no, a tail, and you look down, and you're not seeing anything. Like your plane's flying fine, you see nothing on your radar, and you're like, that's weird. There's no alert, and then that's when you
Where's my
realize the the,
countermeasures
the
button?
alarm. Yeah, it's happening in real life, and you snap awake,
And realize
and
I'm strangled in blankets.
yes, you're covered in blankets, buried in blankets, and no one else is in the room, and you can hear an alarm going off outside.
Well, one person should still be in that room.
So I start disentangling myself from a blanket, and another, and then another. And eventually I'm sort of getting up, looking around, and I'll actually like approach the door and see if like the guards are still there.
The only one there is just Xander, just watching.
I'll like shrug to Xander and like just go, I'll see what's going on. And yeah, I'll go ahead and like take a step outside. I'm just like looking blearily, like,
And and you like look outside, and the two guards that were there, one rushes over and he goes, the base is under attack. The base is under attack. Stay in your room. Get down. Don't try any heroics. We got this.
where is everyone? Wait, where's Max? Where's Conrad? What happened to him?
What do you mean?
The little kid,
They
where
like
is
try to
he?
look into the room. Uh, they look at each other. In your room, like he should be.
I'm just going to look at them, shake my head, and go, Max has something to do with this.
Oh, well, good. You stay in your room, and he looks at the other guy. I'll go report this, and he runs off, and there's now kind of one guy like, uh, back in your room, please.
You want to come in and sit down with me?
Uh, I'm fine.
I'm just gonna like lean up against the wall. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not thwarting his authority here.
Oh boy, I went through a seminar for this. Assertive,
Seminar, huh?
sir. Um, but he's kind of just like standing there looking at you. He's not. He seems a little nervous. He's like looking back towards where his buddy went.
You know, for an attack, there ain't a lot of gunshots going on.
Oh, uh, I've never been in an attack before. But yeah,
Well, usually
I hope
if
that means
someone's
we're
gonna
winning.
waste a shot like that, or whatever happened, there'd be a little more after it.
Uh, well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know yet. Um, I guess wait for now. Uh, and so that's happening with you, Max. You're you're running to or you're getting dragged to this what looks like the medical facility of this smaller building. You see there's kind of two main entrances, and you're led in one, and it appears this side of this small room has been decked out with, you see medical rooms, like like operation rooms and all that jazz. Everything's sterile, and there's people wearing, you know, full gowns, and you're brought into a room, and two people rush to you, and they're like, where have you been hit? Where have you been hit? And they start looking over, and
Before anything else, I'm gonna do the only fallback maneuver I have available to me.
Pull out his gun.
I start crying like a bitch.
uh, all right, so you just start bawling, and they kind of like look at each other. They kind of look at you a little nervously, and they check it out, and they like kind of they whisper to each other, and they go, oh, all right, we'll take this case. Take him to room A7, and you're taken to that room, and a nurse comes to you and says, how are you doing? How is your wound, son?
I feel at this point it's probably best that I don't stop crying.
All right. So they kind of like one of them cleans you up, and uh, they start, they chat a little bit, and then they leave you alone in this sick bed. But as they leave you alone, you hear a click on the door.
Were I to assume that this is a windowless room?
This is a windowless room.
Yeah, I guess it's one of those moments where you just kick your feet and say, "Oh man, I'm in trouble."
So Conrad, what are you going to do? You're in this group of guys running into the barracks, which is part of the bigger building that you guys are in, and they start going through some, like, it looks like they go into a room and they start grabbing some of their guns and like uniforms.
I pick up. Well, I want to pick up a gun and a uniform. So what's available?
Um, you see one of the, like, you've most of them are just kind of like casual, like, fatigues, nothing too extreme, but most of them are thrown on just like a jacket and a helmet.
Are they all
Most of
the
them
same
aren't
gun
even flak
models?
helmets. Yeah, it looks like they've all got just rifles.
All right. So Conrad's gonna pick up a rifle, assuming there's one there, and a set of fatigues.
All right.
Put on the disguise.
Okay. So you're all disguised up, and they rush to positions, and you follow with them, and you guys are all like, you guys assume one of the guard positions, and you're all just standing there kind of watching. A little bit of time goes by, and uh, you hear the alarm kind of stop, and another alarm whoop 3 times, and everyone kind of relaxes a bit. The guard that's kind of nervously been with you in the hall is just kind of uh, like relaxes and goes, "Whew, ah, sounds like a false alarm."
Yeah, yep, it sure would be, huh? And I'm just crossing my arms, thinking to myself, like, how many ways can I possibly kill Max for this? But I'll look over and go, huh, seminar, huh? I had a lot more yelling in my training.
Oh, uh, oh, it was a self. I went myself. I didn't get sent by these guys. Uh,
Aha. So, so how about who are you guys anyway? I didn't really ask last time because it wasn't my business. What are you
well,
guys about?
what do you mean you don't know?
I've been here for about 2 days.
Well, aren't you here to sign up and recruit with the cause?
Well, I was here to take a nap, get some food, and I think some people got a little bit too excited. But, I'm here now. I may as well hear the sales pitch. So go
Well,
ahead. Give me your best sales face. Tell me what you got.
Well, a nap and food isn't the only benefits. For in addition to getting your daily nap and food, you can join the rebellion, the cause to free the people for the people. This planetary government for too long has been corrupt and misled and uh, capitalistic.
Uh-huh.
Now we are taking back our rights of production. We're taking back the government for the people.
Alright. Well, I mean, that all kind of checks out, honestly. I was starting to think that if you didn't think that they were going capitalist, maybe you were a bunch of anarchists, but I guess, I mean, you're still communist, so, hey, everything checks out.
Oh,
Well, I guess if there ever was a time to do something on this island, now's probably the time for you guys. So, I think you got at least green hills ahead of you, huh?
our time is here.
And I guess just to be clear, in like my own head right here, the UPE is already communist, and they're just accusing this local government of like being out of whack. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
everything makes sense. Yeah, I guess that probably explains the unmarked black vans and soldiers earlier. Saw a couple down over by the spaceport.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that's true. The they're rooting out expatriates.
I see. Oh, yeah, bit of a crackdown. Well, I'm mostly interested in getting off planet, but if I can get to the spaceport, I'm sure I can work out something once I get talking to Edragoga again.
Ah, yes, yes. Hopefully, she swings by. Great. So
I
you guys are
imagine I'm
chit
about to
chatting.
get a visit from her anytime soon.
I'm guessing so.
Yeah, so as we're chit
Conrad,
chatting.
you have been escorted around. You've been going to the alarm. You know the alarm has staged down. What are you going to do? People are returning back to their barracks to return their weapons.
I think he's gonna take the weapon and just kind of like slink it slightly inside his jacket, even though it's a rifle. He's just gonna kind of walk casually back to where we were before, our bedside area.
So you're going to try to jump through the window of the bathroom again, or you're just going to try to take the direct route to the prison?
Uh, good good point. I'm gonna walk through the window again with my weapon.
All right. So you wait for you're in your uniform, everyone's returning. You manage to well, let's have a mobility check again to see if you can scamper through. This time you pick a good time, you toss the rifle through and scamper through, kicking away the rest of the glass you didn't knock out the first time, and you're back in the bathroom across the hall.
All right. I'm gonna peek outside the door of the bathroom.
You see outside the door is Jimmy chatting with this other guard.
I make a face at Jimmy. That's very discerning, assuming he's the only one that can see me.
I imagine I just like take a glance over and I see Conrad, but I see Conrad in a uniform, and I'm just going to sort of sigh a little bit and turn back and just keep chatting.
Conrad like winks. He goes back into the bathroom stall and waits.
So tell me more about
All
the
right.
grievances that you have against the capitalist-aligned government. I'm sure you have plenty to say about it.
Oh, there are so many. There are so many. Where do I start? Where do I start?
Well, let's start with the
So,
exploitation of the workers. You guys love that.
preach. So, Max is sitting in this room, and after a while, the door opens, and you hear the door unlock, and the door opens, and uh, you recognize her as Comrade Idarsu steps in, and uh, greetings. Do you mind if I sit down?
Repeat.
Greetings. Do you mind if I sit down?
Yeah. Okay.
So I heard about the incident tonight in which you got shot, and I've been informed. I've informed by my medical staff that you have suffered a wound of ketchup, and I just wanted to talk to you about your position in the cause today.
The cause?
Are are you trying to get out of your enlistment with the rebellion, with the cause? We see this often, the shake and resolve, the unsteady nerves. You're not the first one to be in this position to try to get out of what you've committed to.
I swear I wasn't trying to hurt nobody.
We understand. We understand you were trying to take an easy way out without hurting anyone, and we still need people like you in the rebellion. It may be tough and it may be difficult out on the front line, but we need people in every level of the rebellion. And if this is tough for you, then what are you good at, kid? You got any skills?
Um, I'm an excellent programmer, and I'm good with machines.
See, that's great. Don't doubt your position here uh, in the rebellion. The rebellion will embrace you whatever your quirks and flaws are, and we need people that are good with computers. So, what was your name again, comrade?
Marty. Marty McFly.
Comrade, comrade Marty, will you stay? Will you give the rebellion another chance? Please don't give up on me.
Is there any chance you could just put me somewhere to my skills? Not on the front line? I'm just so scared of dying out there.
We can do that. We can work on that. Well, we need people of all kinds.
Okay.
So he just seems to be like comforting you, and after a while, she goes, "All right. So can I trust you not to pull anything like this again?"
Yeah, I'll just go back to the command bunker now and get back to my job.
You can stay here if you'd like to rest here tonight, but um, I'm sure your comrades back in the barracks would love to see you there. Still providing your party support.
Of course. But I think maybe I should just, uh, at this point, maybe I should just get back to work and show everybody that I'm just a proud member of this cause.
Oh, well, I like that. Go get him enthusiasm. Thank you. You have refreshed my spirit in the cause today, Comrade Marty, uh, for the rebellion. She leaves. This time they don't lock the door.
Yeah, cool. Now go sneak off towards the armory. Apparently, I have been shown as an 11-year-old boy that I can perform hideous acts and get away with them scot free. Kind of negative reinforcement in any child to just play with.
So, with your negative reinforcement, what do you want to do?
Yeah, no, I'll sneak back off towards the armory.
All
Or I
right. So
guess I'll need
you.
to sneak back off. I've been recognized as a member. I'll just walk there.
All right. So you. I guess you ask anyone instructions to where the armory is.
Yeah.
All right. So you ask away, and they direct you to part of this same area that you had the hospital. There's another door, and you're led there, and you see there's the armory. There's one of those cages where there's a guy sitting back there behind the cage doing paperwork. He looks up as you enter. Comrade, quite a scare today, eh? He's
Yeah, it
Canadian
was.
apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I couldn't believe it. I mean, who in the right mind would have assaulted the facility like that?
I don't know. I don't know. How can I help you?
Oh, yeah, I need 2 handguns and enough ammunition. What, they said 5 rounds? Like they said 5 rounds. Well, no, it would be 6 rounds if it was 2 handguns. Sorry, my memory is a little. It's a very important job that I've been handed, and I'm still wrapping my mind around it right now, but with everything that's been going on lately.
I see. I see. And you have the right paperwork?
I was told that there was no paperwork. They didn't want a paper trail on this one.
I see. I see. Um, yeah, normally they don't set a kid for that.
Oh, well, that's because I'm the operative on this mission. They don't want to be tied to a child soldier. You can see how bad that would look in the public.
Oh, wow. I really didn't know some things when I signed up. Uh,
Yeah, well,
roll a
things are getting bad
manipulation
out there. The
check.
government, you know how it's black vans there and black vans there. Well, sometimes you got to fight evil with evil. Am I right?
Roll a manipulation check.
Cool. That's my worst stat. I'm sitting
He
there
kind of
talking to this guy smoking a candy cigarette. You know, let me tell you what, man. Life is hard these days.
nods, and he like sees your lunchbox, and he starts to see your lack of a uniform, and he's probably been in this building, so he hasn't really even seen them, hauling you around outside. I'm gonna need to talk to my boss about this one.
Sure,
What's your
go ahead.
name?
Marty.
Okay, I'll
Marty
call and
McFly.
ask. Oh, thank you. So he goes over to a camera and dials.
Yeah,
Uh
tell
huh.
him to talk to the commandant.
Uh huh.
Tell him to come over here.
Commandant Marty McFly. Yeah. Uh huh. Uh huh.
No,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not the commandant. Talk to the commandant.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was weird. And so they pass it along, and he like shakes his head. I'm sorry, Marty, but I've got no mention of this pickup.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm supposed to be getting ready to go, so what's the next
I,
step from this?
you can talk to the commandant himself. He should be able to sort you out. Have him call me. They said they had no mention of this order.
All right, just know that you're sending a child out to die unarmed. Thanks a lot.
Won't be the first.
Man, didn't know what you were signing up for, huh? You lying son of a bitch. I walk out.
All right, so you walk back out. What would you like to do now? Everything seems to be
I'll go to the
stepping
motor
down in
pool.
alarm.
Yeah, I'll go to the motor pool.
All right. Some people are starting to, work again on some of these vehicles.
Hey guys, our day, right? Ooh, super hot out here.
Uh, yeah,
Yeah, I'm supposed
yeah,
to
yeah, it is.
requisition a truck.
Uh, that would be over there with the motor master.
Yeah, that's what they're called, right?
That's his official title, the motor master.
That's what he calls himself.
Yep,
Can't get him
Mo-
stopped, right? Right?
motor master.
Finger guns. You know what I'm talking about.
Hi. Yeah. Oh. Sorry, Dave. No, they direct you over to the motorhead, and look, you need to requisition something.
Yeah, I need to requisition a truck.
Do you have
Preferably off-road.
what sort of truck? Which one?
Off-road ATV.
Uh-huh.
864071 -A.
Ah, just luckily we have one of those in stock. Um, do you have any of the paperwork? Your sergeant with you?
No, this is for personal use.
Personal use.
Yeah, I'm taking a vacation. I've got 17 sick days stored up.
he, he eyes you up and down. He laughs. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Oh, yeah, you see? Sick days. We don't get those.
Is there something else you needed?
No, I just do need that truck, though.
Uh, we can't give you one for a sick day. We
Well,
don't
no,
have sick days.
yeah, I know. That was the joke. Cool, you're following me. Come on, Megadeth. Help me out here.
Uh, I can't just do that.
Why not? Who are you looking for? Help me out here, man.
He's like kind of like looking around. He's like, You can't do that. This is for official use only.
What are you, the government?
We are going to be.
Yeah, but you're not now. You don't want to be associated with the government. How many posters have you seen around here telling you don't be the government?
We want them to be our government.
Right, but until then, we fight for the freedoms, right? The freedoms of men and women and aliens. I don't know if aliens exist. I'm just saying, we fight for freedom. Now give me the freedom to drive a truck before I die.
Well, I'm sure you'll get to the position where you can drive a truck, but wait, you're gonna die?
Yeah, they're sending me out on a child soldier mission. The asshole of our requisitions wouldn't give me a gun, so now I'm going to be going out there barehanded, fists akimbo, I guess. At least give me a truck.
Wait, you tried to requisition a handgun and he didn't give it to you? I'm sorry. I can't give you anything if you got declined over at the armory too.
Look,
Maybe you should talk to someone else.
you see that over there at the fence? I point over at the fence. You see that?
What?
Just keep looking. You don't have to decline me anything. Just keep looking over there, and I'm going to steal a pair of keys.
All right, make a mobility check.
I also gotta say, these are like some of the dorkiest and also the most patient soldiers I've ever seen.
Gullible.
What was your training? I went to a seminar. It's so adorable. Just so innocent. They're gonna
So
die.
you're
So pure.
they're the true heart of the rebellion. So you two or you're chatting and you start pointing over there and he looks and you're like as soon as you reach out for the keys, he looked back, what do you get me to look at? And you're like, oh, yeah, over there. And every time you seem to reach for the keys, he's turned around and he's like, I'm not seeing anything, man.
I'm telling you, just keep looking and stop turning around and looking at me. Just keep looking over there. I'm not even being coy anymore. I'm just telling you not to look over here. Just keep looking over there.
I don't have time for this, man.
But you have even more time if you keep looking back. Just keep looking over there. I'm giving you an out.
He turns away from you and he starts just walking back to all of his equipment.
He's walking away from it. That gives me even more.
Well, I mean, he's moving closer to all the keys where he's working on his desk. He's not standing there just chatting with you.
Fine. I'm just gonna walk back to where everybody else is. Then I'm not even gonna walk back into the window. I'm just gonna walk down the hallway past the cards. Super dejected.
So, Jimmy, at some point you're talking with this guy. I mean, he's telling you about this leadership seminar he went through to inspire him to be a better sergeant, and you see Max come around the corner.
Oh, well, here he is. What's all this? You got your shirt all messed up. Is that ketchup? Smelled from here.
Save it, Dad. Talk to me in my office.
Yeah, I'm sure it's been a long day for you. Get back in there.
So you hear, why am I basing? Conrad, you hear Max arrive and kind of that exchange, and then the door probably open. And I assume, are you slamming the door there, Max? Are you a door slammer?
No, well, I probably am a door slammer, but I'm not slamming the door now. I'm more dejected than I am angry.
So, but yeah, you hear Max arrive. What are you going to do there, Conrad? And Jimmy, for that matter. What are you both going to do?
So
well, I mean, I'm awake at this point, so I'm just chatting and having fun.
Mm-hmm. You hear, I mean, Max arrives and just kind of comes and enters the room, walking past you both in the hall.
Yeah, actually,
Alright.
Are you still hiding in the bathroom?
Yeah, I assume Conrad's still hiding in the bathroom watching.
Yeah, you're hiding in the bathroom. Jimmy's out talking with the guard.
All right, Conrad's just gonna kind of peek out the door and keep watching while this guard keeps rambling.
All right. The guard sees Max and goes, "Whoa! I guess I need to be watching both ways. Uh, nice chatting to you." And he starts heading back to his original post.
All right. So I'll go ahead and I'll take a break from all the talking and check in on Max.
As you turn back, you hear the bathroom door shut.
I'll just shrug. Whatever Conrad's up to is what Conrad's up to, honestly. I'll check on him next. Technically,
Conrad,
Max
you
is
see
more important.
Conrad, you do see the guard leaving. Max and Jimmy going into their room. What are you gonna do?
All right, Conrad's gonna follow behind then.
All right, so you all three are back in this room together. Notable differences: Max is kind of covered in ketchup that's been smeared off. So there's still a few splotches here and there where you can see there's a large stain. And Conrad is in fatigues with a rifle.
Well, I guess it seems you were at least a little successful in something.
Yeah, I got a
Sign up all the
rifle.
way for that?
I think I'm a guard.
I guess you look it.
I got farther than I did. Apparently,
Yeah,
I'm in the
yeah.
service now, but couldn't talk anybody to give me a gun or a truck.
Good, they
I
shouldn't
don't know
give
where you
those
got your
out to
gun at.
kids. In fact, I'd be more worried if you were successful somehow.
I was almost there. Almost had that guy eating at the palm of my hand.
Well, at least talk to the guy out there, and they seem like nice people. They got their hearts in the UPE right place,
Oh,
So,
idiots.
Well, they sure
Oh,
talked a
idiots.
lot.
granted, I still have no idea how this is all going to pan out for them until I get another talk. But I mean, they seem nice enough. Granted, if we start running around in fatigues like that, I'm not sure I can really be responsible for what's going to happen to you there, Conrad.
I just want to say that I already talked to their leader, so they know my face looks like. So, for future reference, my name is Marty McFly.
You were in the room with her, like, yesterday. Of course she knows what you look like.
Well, she didn't seem to remember.
Oh, if you were my son, maybe I wouldn't remember either. But, look,
Yeah,
try
Wow.
not to cause an incident, alright? I heard the sirens, they woke me up. I still gotta take a
Oh,
little bit of a nap,
yeah,
Conrad
don't
just
answer.
strips
I got
down to his
shot.
box.
all that training I've been through, I'm not gonna go back to sleep for another 12 hours after hearing that siren. I'm gonna see if I can go and, talk to Andragoga and see what's going on.
Maybe it's just that the saying the name of the what's it say? What's say that?
Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil. That's what I
There you go.
don't know how I could not remember that. Yeah, speak of the devil. But speak of the devil, and he arrives. You hear a knock on your door. Um, are you all right in there?
Yeah, everything's fine. And I'll go ahead and I'll head over to the door and just open it up. Conrad
And
can
you
do
see
whatever they
waiting for
want.
you. Yeah, there's actually Comrade Idarsu is waiting there. Oh, hello. May I
Adarsu,
come in and speak to you all? I hear you come to recruit.
I've been waiting to speak to you. Come on in. Let's go sit down. We got a couple beds. I put the blankets back.
Conrad hides the gun and puts a blanket around his body.
All right. So
I'm
she enters
Conrad
and
just
she
sleeping,
takes
I'm
in
sure.
you, piled up in blankets. Max, are you doing anything when she enters?
Hiding?
Okay.
I don't want to be seen associated with these random people that walk in.
So
Maybe,
Idarsu comes in and
maybe behind the door, so that when the door opens, I'm behind the door. And then when the door goes to close, I slide out the door.
Just leave again.
are you trying to
Go
leave
back
when
to the
are you
bathroom.
trying to leave?
Yeah, so that I'm not in the room when she's in there. Assumedly, Marty McFly has to be with his other bunkmates.
So you step out of this door and you see there's two guards standing out there, like waiting on outside your door.
I
They
salute
look
them.
at you. Hello? What are you doing?
I'm heading back to my bunk.
Yeah, where's your uniform?
In the barracks. Or what else would it be?
Uh, they kind of look at each other. I don't think anyone's supposed to leave this room right now.
So you're gonna keep your boss in there the whole time?
No, we're waiting for her. Darsu, is this one allowed to leave?
Max, get back
And
over here.
Shut up,
you see
stranger.
Max is gone, and he opens the door, or one of these guards opens the doors, and Darsu looks, and yeah, there are supposed to be three. Yes, come
There's
back
a
in.
third one in there. I've seen him. He stares creepily at everybody and says nothing.
Four. Is that a person? Oh God, that's a person.
He
Thought
has a
that was a
guitar.
wax
It's like
statue
attached
of
to him.
some wax statue of a famous person. You've got him kind of posed.
All right, but Jimmy's
Oh.
sitting down. And he's gonna just patiently wait for Dursu and give a glare to Max.
So, I hear you have all returned after the comet hit. I'm glad to hear you're back. Are you here to join the cause?
Well, quite honestly, I was here to get some rest and maybe a little food. It looks like the spaceport might be completely flooded. I couldn't even get over there. So this seemed like
We've
the
heard.
safest place to be for a moment.
We've hardly heard word, but if it doesn't stand, we'll rebuild it.
I take it they haven't been able to put any messages out over the radio for current responses they're going over, have they?
I haven't heard much, but not much. There's been a lot of chaos, but I believe the spaceport is still operational. I haven't heard of. I've heard of some parts of the city being actually maintained and intact. It is built up on a bluff, so that probably helped it.
Right. Well, that's good. At least maybe if we get back there, we can at least get back in orbit. But I take it you're here to give a more prominent sales pitch.
Well, I thought you returning meant you were here to help. So many have seen this comet fall, and they see it as a sign that is our time to right the wrong that is our current government.
Well, I've been a little suspicious since I got here, but at least from talking to a couple people, seems you guys have your hearts in the right places, so you get the pass from me. There's a lot of people out there that look like they're probably in trouble. I'm sure they'd appreciate a helping hand right about now.
That is what we're doing. We're giving them a helping hand, and they're giving one us in return. And together, our hands will hold up a new shining example to the UPP.
Well, that's good. That's some good spirit you got there. But I'm already retired from being a soldier. I can't quite go through that again, or at least I don't really plan to if I don't have to. And I gotta look after this kid here. I'm sure you figured out he's already a bit of a handful.
I see. Well, be careful. Good luck in your trip to the spaceport. Is that where you intend to go?
It's still kind of the goal right now, but I don't
Good
know how
good
far I'm
luck.
going to get on that.
Good luck. I wish you the best. Um, please reconsider the rebellion's cause. We could use a good number of folks like you all. He like looks at you, Max, especially people that can also code and do computers.
Yeah, well, if we get onto the exercises I tell him about, maybe he'd be a little bit better at it, Max. When's the last workbook you did, Max?
Just keep threatening me, Dad. This time in front of people.
Education's important, Max.
Maybe you kept me in one place I can go to school.
That's
Dad.
what workbooks for.
Instead of spending all our money on raffle tickets.
Oddly specific.
It's bingo, and you know it.
Not just a normal, but raffle tickets.
No, remember, he won a raffle to get here.
Oh,
So,
right. That's true.
But yeah, I'll go ahead and like shake uh Edrogan's hand and say like, still, I appreciate the help one way or another, comrade.
Well, you're free to stay here for a day, but we're accepting so many new followers that we'll probably need that space by the end of the day tomorrow. So, if we appreciate what you're doing, but we need this space as quickly as possible. But you can rest the night here, and you can be on your way tomorrow.
Well, thanks for
The
giving me the
rebellion
time to think
cares
about
about
it
the
then.
people.
If I change my mind, I'll give you a shout. It looks like some of your soldiers might be a little bit green, honestly, but guess that just comes with the territory.
It is. It does. It does. Well, thank you for your time. Goodbye. She departs.
Okay, so there we go. So at least we've cleared that up, and I'll look over to these two once she's gone and go, well, at least we don't have to be hooked up until this, but, well, your safety's important to me, Max. I'm not gonna have you go out and get shot. As much as you want to go grab a gun and go do that, it seems.
Let's
And
not
you,
forget the Conrad's
Conrad, what?
gold.
Why? Why have you gone around and done this? I. What if they decided to just shoot us all after you pull a stunt like this, huh?
You really think they're gonna do that?
Well, I
They're
mean,
so
now that I
nice.
know them, but it was a risk. You can't just go around doing and risking Max's life like that.
We gotta get weapons somehow.
so why did
If
you
it
wrap
wasn't for
yourself up
Max,
in a
I'd
blanket?
never gotten the weapon.
I'm just curious, why did you wrap yourself up in a blanket?
Gotta
Apparently,
hide
I
the
was a little
fatigue.
cold. But, well, I'm hoping we don't have to stay on this planet for very long, and it looks like it's gonna get real dangerous. If we can get to the spaceport, we can get back up to our ship. We got all the money we need to do all the repairs we need, and the world's ours. But if we
This world is
can't,
one
and we're gonna end up stuck down here for a while, things are gonna get real complicated. I'm not sure how that's gonna pan out for us.
I still don't even know what we're doing here.
Well, what we were doing here was just a simple delivery job. Now we're in a bit of a survival situation in the midst of a civil war that's about to spark up. And we have to get to our broken up ship and then just get out on it as quickly as possible.
It's hardly a civil war when you think about it. The government is effectively sending out unmarked vans to kill masses of people who apparently don't even fight back. And the rebellion is full of idiots who literally will get in a conversation with you rather than fight back.
Yeah, I mean, take your pick, really. What's your poison on this one, Max? What do you think, huh?
I'm just saying, it's not much of a fight. At the end of the day, one side's clearly going to win.
Don't side with the rebellion.
Well, I'm siding with us right now. I just want to get out of here and survive. And if we can get back to the colony at some point, all the better, honestly. And hopefully without a real bullet hole in you, Max. And I'll say, like, I'll poke, like, the ketchup spot.
Why are you insinuating I should have a bullet hole in me?
I'm insinuating you shouldn't. You gotta be
Right, why
careful,
would you even
Max.
say that?
You can't keep doing this stuff. I didn't see it. I don't know how you did it exactly. But I know that siren was your fault.
Aren't you just glad he's alive?
Well, yes, but he's also a pain in the neck.
All right, boys, cut your bickering.
I think Xander's just in pure shock. He told me about
Yeah.
this comet one time that almost hit his last colony, so I imagine he's gonna need the rest of the day to figure this out.
I imagine that if this was like a TV show or something, yeah, he'd be like a statue in every scene.
Yeah.
His eyes wide open, shocked expression on face.
Just the third person.
We're all moving around talking. He's just
He's just got a cardboard cutout. Like it's obviously one because you get to the side, like the camera moves over and you can see like the props behind him.
Xander is now card.
Yeah. I honestly don't actually feel too good about like moving forward without getting Xander's opinion, but we do probably have to make some kind of decision here, I think, about like where we're gonna go and what we're going to do and how we're gonna do it. Because the best plan Jimmy has put forward so far is take the car that's probably running short on gas and try to drive around again, and then just march up to the spaceport and hope it's okay.
That's pretty much my plan too.
And there's
Well,
so much at risk for that.
Conrad enlisted. He could probably get a truck from Vehicle Bay, or the motor pool rather.
Actually, that's a good question if they'd give us back our truck. I imagine they probably will out of basic courtesy, but yeah.
I mean, at some point we could probably play to our strengths instead of having random people do random things. And I'm pretty sure Conrad is good at manipulation. I don't know why. I hear it somewhere. And maybe he could talk somebody into giving us a truck.
Or at least
All
filling
right.
us back up on gas anyway. But
Conrad could go talk to one of the guards and ask if it's possible we could get.
Sorry, say that last part again.
If it's possible that we could get our truck back, perhaps filled with gas too.
The two guards just kind of look at you. They didn't cover that in the seminar.
Well, it's our truck. We drove it here. Also, he like flashes his badge. Sees it.
It sounds like something you should wait until the morning to deal with. We don't really know.
Okay, can you call one of your higher ups and your walkie-talkie? Figure out.
They just left. They just left.
All right, Conrad's gonna chase after them.
All right, you kind of rush out, and she's like in the process of leaving the building. She turns.
Darcy, we need our truck back so that we can go on the mission back to the spaceport, like we said. We've decided we probably won't be staying the night.
I don't remember saying that, but whatever.
He goes, all right, then we can give you your truck now, and I guess we can send you on our way now.
Great. Okay, thank you. Do you mind filling it up with gas too?
Yeah, we'll give you some gas
Thank you.
for the people.
For the people.
Of all things, I'm just thinking to myself, I'm surprised Max isn't more about like joining the rebellions and going on an adventure after what he said last time.
He's dejected.
What I literally just described to you why these people aren't going to last a week.
Yeah.
Why do you think I'm going to join them?
Well, what if you
They
took
don't have
command? You have like those 3 command dice, right?
So Conrad goes back and he's like, all right, boys, we're heading out tonight. I know that you really value your sleep, Jimmy, but we're going to get a move on it.
Well, I mean, it won't be the first time I've been sleeping at the wheel, but...
Narcolepsy.
Yeah, that's how Mom died.
You know Mom's not dead. You know she's just on her own expedition. She's on the bug planet. She's an
Right, that's what we
entomologist.
say
We've been
now.
over this.
That's what we say.
Mom's not dead. She's at the bug planet. Not like a happy little farm or anything like that. Just bug planet.
He doesn't even know the name. It doesn't
It's
exist.
not my fault, Max. You thought that sounded like the most boring adventure you could go on. I'm sorry, your second option happened to be me. Your third option, Juvie.
I mean,
You okay,
if you
Max?
think about it though, the bug planet is up in the sky, right? That bug planet up in the sky.
I guess that's true.
We're gonna leave the backstory vague. Is it actually true? Is it not? What?
Yeah, sure. Which one of us is telling the truth?
Station emergency. There's a call from Bug Planet. Dun, dun, dun. Next week on Aliens.